What is happening, Hardwood fans? I'm your online host, Nathan Takich, and with me tonight to talk a little Trimble playoff basketball is Trimble reporter Sarah Vallone. Now, Sarah, you saw the Trimble Lady Tomcats almost upset the Symmes Valley Lady Vikings. However, they could not pull it off, falling in this one by a final of 39-38. It
was an unfortunate loss for the Tomcats. They had a big lead in the first quarter, 13-2. However, they let that lead go. Emotions and turnovers were a big factor in this game. However, Demi Moore did step up for her team, 10 points, 8 rebounds, almost a double-double. Nikki Kish, Morgan Murphy with 9 points apiece. Murphy also, towards the end of the game, had a big 3 and a 2-point field goal to tie the game with 2 minutes and 56 seconds to go, 34-34. However, Emily McKee, who is usually their big shooter on the outside, had an off night, no points. However, she did have 4 steals to help her team throughout the game. T.L. Tier, also another one of their big shooters, only had 6 points, which is unlike her. She is more of a ball passer, though, towards the end of the season, so that's what we saw a lot from her tonight. However, they do get ahead of themselves sometimes, which is cause for their turnovers. They pass the ball way too fast. They're not always, it feels like in their heads they're just not always there, and emotions were a big factor for them. But Coach was proud of them, the way they ended their season.
Yeah, I'm really happy with them. I mean, we come out strong, and then they put a little bit of pressure on us, and we turned it over a few times, and you know, kind of unforced turnovers. But then the other part I liked, we were down 8 at the half, and then we come back a little bit, and then we got down again, and they never quit. And that's what I'm most happy about. They didn't quit, and had a nice shot right there at the end. With 7 seconds, we got it down the floor like we needed to do, but we just missed the shot, come up a little short.
Now, Sarah, despite the loss, the Lady Tomcats really have a lot to be proud about in terms of this season.
Yeah, I mean, they did improve from last season. They don't have any seniors graduating, so most likely all these girls are going to come back. But what Coach wants for next year is them to get a few more girls so they can play 5-on-5 in practice. He said that they had to switch to 4-on-4 because they didn't have enough girls, so it was hard for them to mimic what was going to happen during these games.
Well, Sarah, Trimble, unfortunately for them, their season is over, but they did pick up 3 more wins than they had last year. Thanks a lot. Remember to check us out on the web at woub.org/heroes for all things TVC playoff basketball. And while you're online, you can give our social media pages some love. You can like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter at Hardwood Heroes to become a member of Hardwood Nation. And as always, remember to join host Graham Fugazi and the rest of the Hardwood Heroes crew on Sunday nights at 11 p.m. on WOUB for our show. I know it's a little late, but don't worry. If you miss it, we re-air at 6 p.m. on WOUB on Monday afternoons, right after Newswatch. For Sarah Vallone, I'm Nathan Takich, reminding you to be heroic.